if you have a hard time really putting it down in paper of what you liked about this person, just think about that, okay? If you feel like you are really on a twin flame journey, jump into that class. Definitely jump into that class, because it is the catalyst of one of the hardest roads you'll ever be on, but the most rewarding, okay? Because it brings you back to you every time. But when it comes down to love and breakups, of course you have an attachment to that person. Of course there was some type of a connection. I just want to make sure that you guys are hanging on to the connection that wasn't an addiction and a true connection to that person, okay? It's very hard. Breakups are very hard, but we must be grounded in ourselves and who we are as a person and what we deserve out of love and what we want out of love, because the more we grow into our authentic, as an authentic being, as a spiritual being, it becomes a lot easier to identify your needs. And you get all that with exploring your spirituality. Please know that if a lot of those needs weren't being met by that person, you had to walk away from them, you're winning, because you chose you at the end. And it's hard. It's hard because when someone doesn't come back and fight for you, it hurts, because it's like, did you ever love me? Did you ever think I was your person? What happens is that love of that you have so much love for that person, and they just let you walk out. You were most likely the one pouring into that person. Water rises to its own level. It wasn't a vibrational match. And although we feel it, working with you guys the most is empowering you guys to kind of come full circle with yourselves and say, damn, I do deserve better. The hell was I thinking? Because I've been there. Thank you. I've dated that person on repeat over and over again that I said, damn, didn't you even like me? You know, the reality is, now that I look back on every single person that I said that to, I don't think I liked them. I wasn't capable of seeing myself and seeing my worth and seeing myself as this beacon of light. But the beacon of light, the light that you are, will always shine on the dark, and it's moths to a flame. But it's all about how your spiritual path gets you to a space of fulfillment, fulfilling your needs, your spiritual guidance. Your cup is full. You have you're more in alignment. You're living an authentic life. And I get it, as being an empath, we give everyone the benefit of the doubt. It's a fine line between love, unconditional love, and enabling, right? Unconditional love is knowing that someone needs to still go out and figure out their journey and their lessons, and you let them go off and learn it. And because you know that you have no control over that soul. Enabling is, I have to protect them because I don't want them to feel what I feel, because I felt shitty and I feel pain and I feel their pain and I want to take it all away. Well, what happens in that space is they don't actually learn the lesson then. We take the grunt work, we do it all for them, and then it's like they appreciate it more when they do it themselves. But you can still hold space for someone while they do it themselves. You can still do all that. You can still really do all that. So it's a fine line. It's a fine line. Fine line. And listen, beautiful things happen when you detach during a separation period, because it allows them, it truly, thank you. It truly allows them to go off on their lesson and to learn, and you to go off on your lesson and to learn. And then sometimes what happens is that the souls come back together, much like in a twin flame journey, right? Where two souls it's one soul separated in two pieces, right? And both people need to go on their way so they can come back together again. Much like some breakups, whether it's a soulmate, a twin flame, we have to sometimes let that person go to go off and learn, so we can go off and learn. And sometimes we come full circle and run, and we come back together, right? So you never know. That person could come back, and they can come back in the way that you want them to, and you come back in the way that they need you. So It's a two, it takes two to tango.